Okay, folks, this has got something to do with my work at an Australian disability enterprise that I work for, and they're really good. Even though I don't enjoy working with my disability, I don't relish being disabled and having to work in an ADE. I'd like to be working as a CEO of a future photocopier company, but because of the disability, I had a cord around my neck and I came out breech birth. I'm going to go make a negative image. Basically, I came out with my feet first, and I had the umbilical cord wound around my neck. I don't know how many times my mum used to tell me this when I was young, and it's caused memory problems. It's really fucked up my memory. I can't basically learn new things very easy, and even when I learn a job like folding boxes, a certain type of box I don't do regularly, I just take so long. I just feel like it's a strain trying to learn, even though it's a simple job, and people with Down syndrome and other intellectual disabilities also do that kind of work. So you can see it's a real pain in the ass being disabled like I am. And this is what we've got here, a vest. I do wear it to work. I didn't want to put it on the bed because it's been on the bus, and buses are dirty, and we're interested in that lovely little logo, but they're really good. I do recommend this company to you. If you're anyone who's disabled and you need a job, give these guys a call, because they're really good. They really are. They're really nice people. They're really helpful. I've been to other places, but they're not as helpful, and I've just bumped this. So yeah, I recommend this company to anyone who needs to get a job that's disabled, so that you can earn a bit of extra money on top of your disability pension. So yeah, they're really good. They're really nice. The staff there overall, not perfect, but close enough. They're good enough. They do their job, and I'm happy, even though I don't enjoy working in a job that is menial and that, because I'm also believe I might have high functioning autism that also hasn't been diagnosed, and I'm really dying to that looks really quite interesting. I'm really dying to showcase myself as a talent person on the 6 o'clock news. I'm trying to get on Channel 9, and I'm trying to put my disability behind me, and I really, really, really want to make it big in the arts. I want to make myself into a successful artist. I want to earn money doing what I'm actually good at, what I actually enjoy. I don't enjoy doing this kind of work, but even though I do appreciate the people there, the staff members and all that, I'm going to take off the negative positive, I do think. I'm just going to make this logo look really interesting. But I'm really missing my partner Luigi as well. I really miss Luigi. I really need to get in touch with him. I really get lonely without him. And that's come up looking quite a treat, actually. It's come up looking nice. I do wonder if I'm going to tilt it down further, or I'm going to leave it like that. But I really miss my partner Luigi, and I really need to get in touch with him. I really need to find where he is, because I'm getting very lonely. I'm getting very desolate away from him, and I can't find him anywhere. I don't know where he is. I'm just going to put it on the dirty clothes. I probably won't be wearing it when I go back to work. I'll be going back on the 16th, which is just over a week away. But basically, I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news, and I'm trying to strike it rich as an artist, trying to focus on what I can do, not what I can't do. And I am a very slow worker, which really makes me feel bad about myself. And I want to be recognised for this talent. I don't want to disappear, and the cost of living is going up a lot faster than my wage and my disability support pension. So I really need Channel 9 to cooperate, to help get me out of this situation I'm in, this lonely life that I'm living. that I lead, and I'm really trying to get in touch with my partner, and it's really, really hard to accept my disability and to accept the loneliness that's come with my foolish behaviour when I was young. And I devalued myself as an artist. I didn't actually embrace my art. I wanted to be a technician, and of course the disability, at the time I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I knew that I had a disability, and basically it was a real pain in the ass. And basically, I do wonder, I think I pushed it up too high. I wonder which one we're going to utilise. I think we're going to utilise that. I'm going to try and cut it down the side. I don't know what to do with this. I think I'm going to just pull it down a bit. But yeah, I really get lonely away from my partner, and I don't enjoy working at this place. It's not because they're bad. It's because it's not my thing. I just want to be, because I'm high functioning and I'm very smart in the other parts of the brain, and having high functioning autism or Asperger syndrome means that I'm typically have a typical symptom of having a passion, a special interest, and photocopiers are my primary special interest. So naturally I want to work with photocopiers, folks. If I could, if I was able to, I would, but I can't, because I'm not able to hold down a job in open employment, which really sucks. Really sucks, but what can you do, folks? I have to make money, so I have to work at this place to make enough money to keep this campaign going, because this campaign is my only way I'm going to find Luigi. It's my only way I'm going to get recognised as an artist. So I have to fucking, get out there and try my best and not let my past dictate to me how my life is going to be lived in the future and in the short term and long term. I'm really determined. I'm not a person who's going to give up. I'm not going to give up my fight. I gave up photocopier art back in 1992, and this was the problem I had, was giving it up, and that was the biggest mistake I ever made. And I'm really angry at myself that I did what I did, and I now have to live with the ramifications. And these ramifications have cost me a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sleep, a lot of hardship, being lonely in that. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I do think maybe vertically we're going to enlarge that. Maybe. But I'm really missing my partner Luigi, and I'm really desperate to get in touch with him to try and find where he is. It really is very difficult trying to put the past behind me when my life is just so fucked up. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm trying to use my intuition here, folks. But I get lonely, and it's really hard to be away from this person, Luigi, and I just wish Channel 9 would pull their finger out and play my material on the 6 o'clock news. And that's too big. I want the red bit at the bottom there. I really want to get my stuff on the 6 o'clock news so I can get in touch with my partner and just put the sadness and the depression of the past behind me, so I can just move on and make a life for myself and to help others in the process. I also want to get off the taxpayer's purse. I don't want to be a burden on the social security system, because if I can make money doing this, I shouldn't be on Centrelink, because it's not fair for those who don't have any ability, who've got worse disabilities than I have. But I still need it, folks. I haven't hit the ground running yet with my art, so I have to fucking get that art making some money for me before I can go off Centrelink. But I really don't want to be a taxpayer's burden And I feel like a burden on the taxpayer, folks. And I just wish Channel 9 would understand that, because I thought Channel 9 were all about getting off taxpayers' purse. I thought they were all about tightness of this social security. I thought they liked that stuff. If they want me off Centrelink, they got to play my material. Otherwise, I'll have to stay on fucking Centrelink. You got that, Channel 9? I can't get off Centrelink until you fucking play my videos, you stupid twats. So yeah, sorry, name calling indeed. I get very frustrated and I just have to fucking vent. And when I vent, I say some pretty nasty things sometimes. I do think I might have to tilt this a bit. I might have to tilt it. Maybe this way, or I think I've got to tilt it. But basically, it's a combination of being lonely and not being able to support myself as an artist and having to be on Centrelink, and I don't enjoy that. I'm not relishing it, folks. I really want to make my own money, and I want to make a lot of money, and I want to give to society. I want to give back what I've taken, folks. I really want to give back what I've taken from the social security system and the taxpayers in general. I really want to do that, folks. I really, really, really want to make something of myself, and I want to get out of the taxpayer's purse. I don't enjoy being a burden on that, and it doesn't give me any sense of dignity as a person who's highly talented. The talented parts of my brain are screaming out, look at me, I want to be recognised, I need to be recognised, I don't want to be the sum total of my fucking disabilities, you fucktards. I want to be recognised as an artist, as a genius, as a talented person, a person who's got soul, a person who's got power, in a good sense. Proper use of power, not abuse. I'm not interested in having a lot of money. I'm not interested in abusing the systems that I'm going to... Whatever, folks. You know what I'm getting at, folks. I'm really needing to be recognised as a talent, not a fucking disabled. I don't want to be disabled anymore. I really wish I could kick the disability to the curb and say, fuck off. Tell it to fuck off. Fuck off, disability. And Channel 9, don't diss my ability. I want you guys to fucking recognise me and put me up. It's not good enough that I'm on a disability pension and I have to work for this ADE, or any ADE for that matter. I don't want to work in a disability shop. I want to work doing what I'm talented at, what I'm passionate about, what can give me a satisfaction. And I can't do this. The photocopier is going to become obsolete in around April this year. So if this photocopier becomes obsolete and I haven't made AirPlay, I'm in deep shit, folks. So I'm really in deep shit. I'm not doing this very well. I'm going to move it in a different direction. But I'm really lonely away from my partner Luigi, and I'm trying my hardest to make something of my life. Folks, I really am. I really need Channel 9 to cooperate with me for a change. To fucking cooperate, not fucking fuck me off and fob me off and make me feel like I'm just a piece of shit just because my stuff does not come across as newsworthy, like a typical news article, like death, disease, disaster, destruction, house fires, car crashes, shark attacks, murders, stabbings, drug busts, drive-by shootings. That newsy stuff that I'm just mentioning, that's shit. And it is shit, folks, and yet the news channels always insist on playing it. They just care only about that sort of shit. They don't care about people like myself who want to get ahead and who've got potential to be someone and helpful. I want to help others. I want to help the poor. I want to give the homeless people a place to live by funding places. I want to give so much money away, folks. If I could just be rich, if I could just become rich myself and make a difference. I really want to use my talent, not just to support myself. I'm desperately wanting to help others with it. I'm not interested in keeping it all to myself, the money, the fame, the recognition. I want to share it. I want to help people. I want to make people happy. People who've got less than me. I don't want to be the person who's stuck on the fucking disability system. And I'm going to have to move this that way. I don't know which way I'm doing this. This is a real tricky one I'm trying to embark on here. So I'm just going to have to move it back and somehow keep some of the red in the picture. But I'm really desperately trying to get recognised in my own right as an artist. I'm not interested in being... I feel marginalised, folks. I really do. I really feel like Channel 9 is marginalising me because I'm not rich, I'm not famous, I'm not a fucking artist that's been hanging art images in the Louvre. Like there was an artist shown one Saturday about 6 months ago who was already a success, and she was hanging her stuff in the Louvre gallery in France. A big gallery, a big posh, famous gallery, many centuries old. And she was hanging her stuff there, and I don't know what to do with this, folks. I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to break free and do something. This is the part where I say I don't want it, I'm doing it by a million. Oh, this is the part where I break free. Sorry about that. I'm not really good at singing like Ariana Grande. She can sing that song much better than I can. I'll leave it up to her. I'm not a muso. I'm not a singer. I'm an artist. I'm a photocopier artist. Don't just disregard the singing. Folks, I'm not a singer. Neither is my father. My father's an asshole, and he thinks that he can sing, and he can't. He does. He's joined a group called Sing Australia, and he's an asshole, and he hates my photocopier art because I haven't succeeded with presenting it. I haven't made a big impression in the art world, and my dad's a real status symbol type, a rich person's arse licker. Just going to make this into something really interesting, folks. But yeah, I want to prove to my dad and also my brother that my photocopier art is not foolishness, it's not stupid, it's not an embarrassment, that it's something that I should be proud of, but I need the television to show my dad and my brother that this art really is art, that it is true art in itself, and it is. I don't know if I like that one. Looks quite promising. This is going to be a big prolongated demo, this one, but I really need Channel 9. I've chosen Channel 9 above all the other channels because I do feel they've got more coverage. They've got more viewership. I need a huge audience to get this messages across about my art and about what I want to be. And I don't want to be stuck on Centrelink. I'm not interested in being disabled, in that I want to defy my disability. I want to defy the diagnosis that I've got, a diagnosis that for another disability that I don't like to talk about, but unfortunately it's there, and I will have to prove that that diagnosis isn't going to determine who and what I am, that it's not going to, it's a stigmatized kind of disability that I just can't talk about in my videos. I'm scared that I won't be taken seriously if I disclose it. So I have to. It's the one that's given me my Centrelink benefits. The other two that I've mentioned, the quarter arm and neck and the breech birth, and the high functioning autism, have not been, as of this day, diagnosed yet. So I have to get diagnosis for those to confirm that I'm right. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I think maybe we could utilise that one. It's really a difficult one, this one, folks. This is really tricky. I've really picked a difficult one, and we're nearly 20 minutes into this demo and we're nowhere near finished yet. We haven't gone anywhere near finished. I don't know how this is going to upload. It's going to be a big file. But I want to make this a real good demo, folks. But I'm not perfect, folks. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to... I am a perfectionist, but I'm basically a person who has to accept that I can't be perfect in this world, that there's no such thing as perfect, even though we like to try to be perfect, and I'm just fucking around. And I think this piece might be the piece we could utilise, the earlier piece. So I don't know why I'm doing all this shit, folks. It's really a difficult one, trying to get this logo to look a bit more different to what it is, the logo that it is. But basically they are a good company to work for if you're talking disability services, that you, or what they used to call sheltered workshops. It used to be called sheltered workshops, folks, these kinds of employers. But of course that's not a term that they like to use now. They just call it an Australian Disability Enterprise, or an ADE for short. But basically, yeah, I do wish I could go beyond that and just fly and make art with a photocopier and make money out of it, and plough all this money back into the economy to help others who are doing it tough as well. People who are really having trouble at this stage in history, especially making ends meet. So it's really difficult, not just for me, it's for other people as well. And I really, really, really want to help. I want to use, because I love what I do, I want to use it to help others. To help others, folks, and to make a lot of money and to help others. And I'm still going to have a lot of money for myself. I still want to treat myself and to, when you're talking money to give, you don't need to give any more than 10% of what you earn. Although I've chosen that I'm going to give more money. That's my prerogative. I want to give more than 10%. But 10% to all you guys out there who are rich is enough. So don't think you have to starve yourself to help others. You don't. You don't have to starve yourselves. You just have to be generous and just help some. Just consider what it's like to be without something, without a shower, without a home, without a roof over your head, without a warm bed and a warm meal in the winter, especially in the winter time. But also in the summertime, finding it hard to get water from coffee shops because they're not willing to serve. I've heard somewhere that, I don't know if that's true, but I think it is, because it's all about making money these days, and if you're not making money, these people could actually dehydrate in the heat. And yeah, it's not nice. And not nice not being able to have a shower in the heat as well. So you're outside a lot and you're exposed, and it's not nice, folks. It's not at all nice. So I want to make a difference, Channel 9, and I want to get in touch with my lost partner, Luigi, so I can have a soulmate as well, because I have no friends and I just need him. And I can't find him anywhere. So if you can, it's a love story in the making, folks. If this Channel 9 can complete it, I need this love story to happen, and this has come up much better than I thought. I think we can definitely call this demo quits.